Wool comes from the hair of many different kinds of animals, the most common being sheep wool. These fibers are overlapped and weaved to make this strong, flexible fiber. Examples of properties of wool is that it can be flexible and elastic, warm and comfortable, absorbent, resilient, weaker when dry, and sensitive to some washing powders. This fiber is sensitive to water temperature changes. Because of this, it must be washed in lukewarm to cold water, under 40 degrees Celsius. It also must be not washed with detergent and used a specialized soap instead. Some advantages of wool is that it is 100% natural, renewable, and biodegradable. It's very durable and it's odor resistant. Disadvantages can be that they are scratchy, more expensive, and very high maintenance. Some environmental concerns is chemical use. Finishing agents and other chemicals are used, contributing to water pollution if not properly treated. Another one is energy consumption. Spinning, weaving, and fishing contribute to carbon emissions. Animal welfare. Ethical concerns surrounding sheep farming include practices such as muzzling and the treatment of sheep in a certain farming operation. Water consumption. Sheep farming can be very water intensive, especially in dry regions, where water scarcity is a concern. Processing wool requires water and washing for dye. If one does not take the correct precautions to keep the long life of a wool product, it'll have a negative impact on the environment because it is wasteful. To validate this, follow instructions on the care label and store them in a closet that is free from fish, moths, and weather to prolong the life of the item of clothing. Now about linen. Linen is made from flax plant, which has a woody-like stem. Then there's a lengthy process from harvesting to the production of the fabric. Some fabrics that are usually made from linen are damask, a tablecloth fabric, Irish linen, tablecloths, and tea towels. Some properties of linen is that it is durable, resistant to sunlight, absorbent to dyes, shrinkable, not resilient, and it burns easily. Some advantages of linen is that it is breathable, durable, hypoallergenic, and versatile. Some disadvantages is that it shrinks, it's stiff, it can be wrinkly, color fading, and it is a high-cost fabric. Some environmental concerns can be water usage. Flax plants require a significant amount of water for growth. Another one is chemical use. Agriculture chemical for the flax plants can be toxic. These chemicals impact the soil and water of the area. Land use is another concern. The flax fields require great agriculture land, which competes with food and crops and natural habitats. Processing. Flax must be soaked in the production process, which releases pollutants into the water sources. Linen must be taken care of properly so that the material will last longer. This will allow the consumer to be able to use this item for longer and not have to buy new items. This can be achieved by following the care label properly and storing it in the correct conditions to ensure the longest life of the product. This contributes to a sustainable way of living.
Silk is a fiber produced by silkworms when they make cocoons, and it is used to make thread and fabric. The actual fabric is created by interweaving the threads on a loom. Advantages would be it regulates temperature, it is durable and breathable, it is allergy friendly, it doesn't shrink when it is washed, it is versatile and hyperallergenic, and it is resilient and doesn't crease easily. Disadvantages would be that it is stained by perspiration and body oils, it is easily damaged by sunlight, chlorine and bleach yellows silk. Care tips would be clean carefully by hand, don't leave in the sun for too long, and do not tumble dry. Environmental concerns for silk. Many harmful chemicals are used in order to clean silk. These chemicals pollute the environment and can harm habitats and other animals. In order to produce silk, many resources are used to only produce a small amount. Many silkworms are killed, making only a small amount of silk. After the female moths have laid their eggs, they are crushed and checked under a microscope for any diseases. If there is a disease found, the eggs are discarded. Once the silkworm's cocoon is fully produced, they are then boiled or steamed alive, leading to a painful death. Cotton surrounds the seed of a cotton plant and is made into a textile fiber and threads. The cotton seeds are separated from the plant and then the fiber from the seeds. Advantages of cotton would be it is comfortable to wear, naturally sustainable, low maintenance, hypoallergenic, absorbs dyes well, it is a good conductor of heat, it doesn't build up static electricity. Disadvantages would be it is expensive, it shrinks, wears down quickly, holds moisture for long, burns easily, and strong acids will destroy cotton. Care tips would be to avoid using bleach, wash with cold water, and let it dry out properly. Environmental concerns for cotton. Surface runoff from pesticides used in the cotton fields can go into rivers, lakes, and dams and can toxify the water. Producing cotton also uses a large amount of greenhouse gases, which affects our ozone layer and leads to global warming. This leads to a dramatic climate change in some areas, wrecking habitats and disturbing animals. For example, ice caps and glaciers melting, leading to polar bears losing their habitat. Agrochemicals are used on cotton crops, which is harmful to the environment. The weather usage in the cotton crop industry is large, and some sprinklers are left on for longer than what their crop actually needs to be watered, resulting in a large amount of water wastage.